Assalamu alaikum children. Welcome to the science class for the grade 3. This is lesson number 14, water part 2. In the previous video, we have seen the three forms of water as solid, liquid and gas. And we have seen through the activities how liquid changes into solid on freezing and how solid changes into liquid on heating and liquid changes into gas on boiling. Okay, so now let's continue our lesson. Steam is also called water vapors. So when we are boiling water, which steam is coming out in the form of gas, that is also called water vapor. Water vapor is the gas form of water. So this is, as water is liquid form, ice is solid form, these water vapors are actually gaseous form of water. We cannot see it. The change of water from a liquid into a gas on heating is called evaporation. So this process is called evaporation. See children, we have seen when liquid changes into solid by keeping in the by cooling it. So that process is called freezing. Okay, and when we are heating water continuously, that is called boiling. Okay, so in the boiling process, when water is changing into water vapors or in the gaseous form, water is coming out in the form of steam. So this process of changing liquid water into the gas form, it is called evaporation. The change of water from a liquid into gas on heating is called evaporation. Water changes its form with a change in temperature. See, till now which activities we have seen, in that we observe that when temperature is changing, the form of water is also changing. On cooling, water changes into liquid. On cooling, water changes into solid ice. What is happening on cooling, on freezing? Water is changing into solid ice. Ice on heating melts or changes into liquid water. So here what is happening? Actually, temperature is changing. When we are lowering the temperature, when we are cooling it, it is changing into solid ice. Water is changing into ice. Then again on heating, when we are increasing temperature, it is melting and changing into liquid water. And water on heating changes into its gaseous form or water vapor. So these all processes are taking place by changing the temperature. So by this equation you can understand it better. Water on cooling changing into ice. Okay, ice on heating, it is changing into water. Then water on heating, it is changing into water vapor. So here water is in liquid form. When it is becoming ice, it is in solid form. Then water on heating, when it is changing into water vapor, it is gas form. Okay, so three forms of water we can see: liquid, solid and gas. In nature, water is found in the three forms. Can you see all the three forms of water in the nature? Here you can see water in its three forms. Look at this picture carefully. The first form here, where water is in liquid form, in water form it is. So here when you see the snow covered mountains, on this mountain the thick ice is there. Thick ice is covered. So this ice which is present on the mountain, this is also form of water. This is solid form, isn't it? Then here you can see water is evaporating from this river. Water is evaporating in the form of water vapors. So this is gas form. So here in this picture you can see three forms of water: solid, liquid and gas. We drink water and use water in cooking. So you know better the uses of water. We wash our clothes and dirty vessels with water, but where does this water come from? So as water is our basic need, without water we cannot survive. We use water in different ways. In various purposes we use water for drinking, for cooking, for washing, for cleaning, for many purposes, for growing plants, for agriculture, for everything we need water. So have you ever uh, think about that? From where we get water? The water used comes from lakes, rivers and dams. So generally we say that water which we are using, that it comes from lakes, from the rivers and from the dams. But these dams and rivers, from where they get water? They get this water from rain. So we get rain from the water cycle. So what is this water cycle? We will see in detail. But remember, the main source of water is rainfall. Okay, from the rainfall all these reservoirs, rivers, lakes, ponds, seas, all these water bodies get water from rainfall. Now in this water cycle we will see that how do we get rain. Okay, the sun's heat evaporates the water from the various sources of water. Okay, here you can see the different sources of water: river, lake, pond, dams or seas, many reservoirs of water you can see. So this water gets heat up by the sunlight. Because of the heat of the sun, this water heats up. Water vapor is light and it rises upward. So because of the heat of the sun, when this water is getting heated and rising up in the form of water vapors. When the water in the ponds and lakes, it gets heat up by the rays of the sun, by the light of the sun, by the heat of the sun. When it gets warmer, it raises up in the form of water vapors. So water vapors are light and they always rises up. Higher up, the air is cool and the water vapor changes into tiny droplets of water. When this water vapors rises up in the atmosphere, as we go higher, cooler it is. So in this cool atmosphere, this water vapor changes into the clouds. Okay, changes into the tiny drops of water or small tiny water droplets. They changes into the clouds. So these tiny droplets join together to form clouds. So with these water vapors which are rising up from the pond, they changes into tiny drops of water and they make clouds. Okay, these tiny droplets join together to form clouds. When the clouds become big or heavy and cannot hold any more droplets of water, they fall to the earth. When these clouds becomes heavy because of the water drops, it cannot bear it more, so it fall on the earth in form of rainfall. Okay, the rainwater flows back into ponds, lakes, rivers, seas and oceans. Some rainwater seeps into the ground. Higher up where it is very cold, the raindrops freeze and fall down the earth as snow. Okay, so here what is happening? Water is evaporating from the rivers by getting the heat of the sun. It is evaporating. It is going higher and forming water drops. These water drops together they form clouds. When these clouds become heavy, it fall in the form of rainfall on the earth. Again this water will be back to the oceans and seas and rivers and ponds. Okay, and whichever the rainwater we get, some of the water will be absorbed by the earth. It will be stored in the form of groundwater. Some of the water will go to the rivers, to the ponds, and some water will be absorbed by the trees, their roots, and some water will run off and it will flow in the rivers and it goes to the seas and oceans. It goes and mixes with them. Okay, so this is how the water, this process circulates in the atmosphere. The cycle between the land and the atmosphere. The cycle of water between the land and the atmosphere. How this cycle is taking place? Water is changing into water vapors, forming clouds, and again in the form of rain it is coming on the land. So this process is called water cycle. Okay, this water cycle keeps cycling or repeating in nature. This cycle will be repeating in the nature and this is called water cycle. Okay children, that's it for today's video. We will continue this lesson in the next video. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.